Hello, guys. Welcome back to episode 15 of our Hack the Box series. Today, we will be going through machines outside of the tier machines, and we can find the lame machine under tracks under beginner machines. So, today, we'll be doing lame, and I have already connected to the machine using OpenVPN. And let us get into the first task. So the first task is how many of the Nmap top 1000 TCP ports are open on the remote host. So let's do Nmap -f 10.10.10.3. This should do a quick scan. So it says host seems down, but blocking the probes. So we should try PN and also can try SV in order to get the service versions. And now we shall wait. And by default, Nmap should do the top 1000 TCP ports. So we not have to particularly mention it. And it is taking quite some time. All right, there it is. So we have an FTP service running in SSH, and NetBIOS SSN on two ports, and the service OS is Unix Linux. All right, so 21, 22, 139, 21, 22, 139, and 445. That's not it. All right. 21, 22, 139, and 445 numbers such as how many of, right, how many, so that should be 4. Yep, all right. And what version of VSFTPD is running on LAME? So the version of VSFTPD is 2.3.4, 3.4. All right. There is a famous backdoor in VSFTPD version and a Metasploit module to exploit it. Does that exploit work here? All right, so let's research. And we shall also write notes. So let's first of all find out what VSFTPD is. It is a very secure FTP daemon. It is an FTP server for Unix-like systems, including Linux. All right, so VSFTPD 2.3.4 exploit, backdoor command execution right here. So this module exploits a malicious backdoor that was added to the VSFTPD download archive, was introduced in 2.3.4. So development module options. To display the available options, load the module within the Metasploit console and run the commands show options. So we need Metasploit, which we can Metasploit framework, Kali, the password for Kali, and it is not how we do it. So MSF. All right, let's check Meta exploit open Kali open source platform vulnerability research. Yep. So how do we use it? All right. So the article, how to set up a Metasploit virtual lab. That is fine. VirtualBox stuff. That is fine. Bring up the Metasploit. The shortcut launches a terminal window and runs the following command. The console displays one of several random banners. Alright, so that is how you open it up. Metasploit framework. However, we did not get the console. Yep, it's starting. Nice, that is great. So we have the Metasploit tool open. So let us use copy, paste, no payload configured defaulting. So there is Unix FTP. All right, then show targets. Copy that. Sorry, paste that. And there's 0. So let's set target to 10.10.10.3, and then we can show targets again. Exploit targets, ID 0, name. All right. Well, we have set it to target 10.10.10.3. Now we can type show options with host, local client address, client port, target host. So, all right. Payload options. All right, let's try exploit. The following options failed. So I think we need to set our hosts to 10.10.10.3 and then exploit. Exploit completed, but no session was created. Okay, let's try another website to exploit it. Exploit VSFTPD. Oh, okay. Command execution. Escaping Metasploit while exploiting this bug. Vulnerability analysis. Let's try this. Get install target IP VSFTPD exploit VSFTPD 2.3.4 Metasploit exploit 2.0.4 with Metasploit requirements and exploiting it. Um, after getting target IP to see if there is our port is already set. All right. We will search in VSFTPD backdoor. Found a backdoor related to this version which I can exploit. Use 0 to select the listed exploit, or you can give full path of the exploit to select. So let's try search VSFTPD 2.3.4. There it is. So use 0. All right. And now show options. We've tried that. These are the required options. There is no need to mention the port. We've already set our host to 10.10.10.3, which is the IP. After setting everything, we run the exploit. So it hasn't worked. So I think it's a no. Right. All right. That is good. Now, what version of Samba is running on lane? Give the numbers up, but not including Debian. So for that, we had to do the nmap again. And we can also do SV to get Samba version. And we can also note down the Metasploit exploit. So we can do VSFTPD 2.3.4 backdoor exploit using Metasploit. All right, cool, that should be enough. And we have Samba version, which is 3. Business SSH, FTPD 3.x to 4.x. So what version? 3. Let's try SV should show this. Well, we have tried SV. It just says 3.x. All right, let's try that. 3.x to 4.x. And there is no Debian. Oh, maybe it's this 4.7 P1. Let's try it out. Nope. If that's not the case, it should be this. Paste. That's not it either. So we can try dash A as well, and hopefully it gives us a more detailed output so that we can find out the exact version of Samba that is running on lame. All right, let's just wait. All right, we have gotten the SMB um, or Samba version, which is 3.0.20. Copy selection. Let's just paste it in. And that is it. Now, what 2007 CVE allows for remote code execution in this version of Samba via shell meta characters involving the SAMR change password function when the username map script option is enabled in SMB-conf. So remote code execution, let's search it up. 2007 CVE for remote code execution, Samba 3.0.20. Username map script command execution. Username. So, yep, username map script. This exact one. So we have ID username scripts, files part of the mesh framework. To MSF license. Okay. So it's this particular CVE. Let's copy that, paste it in, and let's try 2447. Oh, that's the write-up for the machine, which we do not really need. All right, let's check this. Functionality allows remote attackers to execute arbitrary commands via shell metacharacters involving the function when is enabled and allows remote authenticated users to execute commands. All right, so those are the references. Vulnerability. Command execution CVE. So that should give us something. So I think it's the same where we open up Metasploit framework. The database has already started. All right, and then use exploit paste clipboard. All right, and then show targets. Set target to 10.10.10.10.3 and show options. Current setting, the listen address and interface may be specified, the listen port. All right. Our hosts. So I think we need to set our host to 10.10.10.3 and then exploit. You must select a target. We did do that though. 10.10.10.3 exploit. Exploit failed. You must select a target. Okay, exploit completed, but no session was created. So let's try another one. Um, references specifying a username containing shell characters. Let's try more information and throws us back into this. So we do have payload options, cell host, the listen address, interface may be specified, listen port. Do we need an NC LVP 4444 and then try exploiting? Nope, that doesn't work either. The R host is set, the R port is set. Then we have, how about setting the R port to let's check TCP to 139. Let's try setting it to 445. So set our port to 445 and then try the exploit. You must select a target. Let's try figuring out why this occurs. Due to failure, no target. All right. Show target. Set target. Target number. Um. All right. Show targets. ID. Use 0. Invalid. Well, set target. Set target to target ID. Show targets. So maybe we just use 0 itself and then try exploiting. Started reverse TCP handler. All right, that's great. Exploit completed, but no session was created. So let's minimize this. We have this, we can minimize that as well. How about NCLV NLV P4444 and then try it again. Handler failed to bind. Bind failed. The address is already in use or unavailable. All right, then should not need this. Let's try started reverse TCP handler. Exploit completed, but session was not created. Copy selection. Let's try to figure out why that happened. Added virtual machine with an IP address. I think this should have an answer. Starting boxes, uninstalled Metasploit, dependencies. Samba user map script. All right, appears the exploit did not have a payload specified. Generic payload specified. It's someone found out how to select and specify a payload. Define additional options. All right, change the payload and it worked perfectly. The local listener host name. Oh, right. So let's try ifconfig. And the TUN0 is 10.10.14.164. So let's set lhost to 10.10.14.164, and that should work, I suppose. Started a reverse TCP handler. Command shell session 1 opened. That is a good news. And there is a command, make shell interactive after make shell interactive. Bin sh how to shell runs square orders. Mr. Ellis. All right, it does work, and there was a way you could make it interactive, as how we did it in the previous machines. Bin sh, is that it? Bin sh. That does not seem like that was it. Become interactive. screen. Fully interactive reverse shell. Yes, there it is. The command Python module. Yep, I think it's this. So copy that, paste the clipboard. Command not found. All right, let us try pasting it again. Nope, command not found. How about this? Paste clipboard. Yep, there it is, root at lib. So we can ls, and now we have an interactive shell. So let's just copy this command, paste it in our notes, and mention to make reverse shell interactive. And we had the Samba version, which was 3.0.20. Username, basically this. Make sure to set lhost to TUN0 IP, right? And now we can go into home. We have Macus, and there it is, cat user.txt. There is the user flag, copy selection. All right, so what 2010 CVE allows for, right, so that is this CVE, copy, paste it in, and submit that. Exploiting returns a shell as which user, as root at lib. Now the user flag is here, copy again, paste it in, and there it is. Now the flag in the root home directory, cd root, or let's cd back again, cd root ls, and there it is, cat root.txt. There is our root flag, so let's copy that, submit the flag. Yep, submit the root flag. There it is. That's great. We'll explore a bit. Right, lame has been pawned, and that's great. And by the way, lame was the first machine that was uploaded onto HackTheBox, so that's great. Now, we'll explore a bit beyond just getting a root shell on the box. While the official write-up doesn't cover this, you can look at write-up for more details. With a root shell, we can look at why the VSFTPD exploit failed. Our initial nmap scan showed 4 TCP ports open. Running netstat TNLP shows many ports listening, including ones on 0000 and the box's external IP, so they should be accessible. what must be blocking the connection to these ports? So let's copy this and paste it in. Right, and there are a lot of ports, active internet connections, all Unreal, IRCD, the port map, Apache, Ruby. There's a lot. Let's try to take the hint. IP tables is an example of one of these. So let's check what IP tables are. User space utility program that allows the administrator to configure the firewall. So the firewall must be the one blocking the requests. Yep. Now, when the VSFTPD backdoor is triggered, what ports starts listening? Backdoor is triggered. Read about the exploit, for example. What does it connect to? Let's check that. Port FTP telnet host 6200. Is that the port? Yep, that is the port. When VSFTP backdoor is triggered, does port start listening on lane? Run the exploit. Backdoor is triggered. Does port 6200? All right, let's check. So we have this, which we do not need. We have shell 1 and this one. All right, so let's take this one, the backdoor exploit. So we have show options. We have the rhost 10.10.10.3 421. All right, so let's try exploit. You must select a target. So show targets. Set target 0 and then exploit. So that is running. Now let's try let us try there is no 6221. The 6000 port is not visible in there. Exploit completed, but no session was created. Reset logs, VNC, the home user. Let's try that again. And let us try this command again. Netstat, copy selection, paste clipboard. 5,000, 7,000. the 6000 port has not really started. Alright guys, so for the final task, what we had to do was, um, well, we first tried netstat TNLP and we did not find the port 6200. So what we had to do was log in as the user Macus by using su command, start a netcat server on 127.0.0.1 with port 6200. And then we had to, this is basically starting the backdoor, and we had to retry connecting to it many times. So basically retrying the same command again and again until we got the connection, which was right here. And we have the ID, and we are the root user. Now, what we also did was open up another Metasploit terminal, set all the target, R host, R port, and L host, exploit it, and then we see that when we do netstat, there is a listening service that starts on port 6200. Hence, does 6000 start listening? Yes, it does. That is the final task. And there it is. So that was lame, guys. We have successfully pawned lame. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Thank you.